Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Olemikin Black. You can call me AA Isa. And I'm here today to teach you a very simple but very powerful cybersecurity concept. And this topic is called the firewall rules. Many of us in a long-term view, we understand a firewall, or we do understand how firewall defines that a firewall is there to prevent any malicious attack into the device or into the system or a network. That's how, or that's all we know about the firewall. But in a deep down, there's something ongoing that we need to know how firewall does and where does it go and how does it happen. So I'm going to teach you how it happened. So let's think of it as a firewall acts as a security gate. Imagine you are having a security guard protecting your house or behind your gate, your house gate, and you tell the security guard that anyone from now on, anyone who is trying to enter in the house without wearing a black shoe is not allowed to enter. In other words, or in the opposite side, if someone is wearing a black shirt or without wearing a white shirt, is not allowed to go outside the house. So these are the rules that you have, implemented for the security guard. So if anything happen in trying to get in, the firewall will check if it is allowed or not allowed. If it's not allowed, it will prevent it. If it is allowed, it will allow it to go. So always anything need a permission from the firewall. That's a rule that you set. So there are two things you need to note in a firewall. That is, we have something called inbound firewall and we have the outbound firewall. So the inbound firewall, as I was explaining, I explain it, yet I have to tell you how is that it was. And I've already explained. So inbound is a traffic coming into your device or your network, and the outbound is a traffic going outside from your device, and that is how the outbound work. If a hacker tries to enter your network, that's inbounds. If your laptop want to send a file to a server, that's the outbounds. And these are the two things that you need to note about that. A lot of students don't understand ports, and I'll break it down for you to understand. A port is simply a specific door a service uses. Example, web browsing is a specific port. And what is the port number for a web browser? A web browser uses port 80 or port 443. So always you need to note the kind of ports you are looking for, the kind of ports you need to block or permit it. And when it is a remote desktop, it uses ports 3389. That's the port for. So when it comes to the SSH, uses port 22. And all this, when it's come to port, is many. So you have to try as much as possible and understand types of ports. At least when you understand maybe 500 ports numbers, it's always good for you. And if you are a beginner and you want to enter a cybersecurity, you need to understand how ports works. After that, there are four things you need to note when you are implementing a firewall. If you want to study a firewall, there are four major things you need to know or you need to study very hard. One, we have the source. Two, we have the destination. Three, we have the service or a port. And then the last one, that's the action. That is fourth parts. Let me break down into pieces for you to understand. When you say the source is where is the traffic coming from? You get it? Where is the traffic coming from? That is the source. And the destination, where is it going? These are the questions you need to ask. One, the source is where is the traffic coming from? Two, where is the traffic going? Three, which door or port is being used? When I say the port, you need to understand, and I'll give you a scenario how it is for that one. And the last one, the action. After you see where the source is coming, or where is it from, or the port number, that then the action will come in. Are you going to allow it or to block it? So that's where the permission will come in. Will you permit it to enter into the system, or you block it or deny it not to function into the system? So these are the major four things that you need to note. Okay, so now let me tell you how source, or let give you the example of source that I'm talking about. So for example, your LAN network, and I'll give you example 192.168.1.0, and the destination could be a Facebook domain or IP ranges. So that's the destination. And then the port could be 443, that's the HTTPS. And the OSI model, you learn about the HTTPS, you need to know, I think it is layer 4 or something. The TCP and then the UDP, that's where you find the HTTPS, the secured one. And if you do not understand the next lesson, and I will explain how it also works. And the last one is the action. Either you block it or you permit it. So these are the things that I explained it earlier on. And if you want to implement this type of rules for educational purpose, I'll guide you to do that. So first, you need to open your Windows Defender firewall. Then you go to advanced settings. Then after that, you click the outbound rules. Yes, you click the outbound rules. Then you create new rules. After that, you check the port, the particular port you want to block it. But note, you have to understand what you are doing. If not, to unblock it, if you don't know how to do it, maybe in the next video I'll also show you how to do for this one, educational purpose that I'm teaching. Then after you create a new rules, you choose a port number you want to use, then you enter. For example, you want to block port 443. That's the port number you want to be, and we assume the port 443 is Facebook you want to block. Okay, and after that, you choose block the connection. Then you apply all profiles, and then boom, you are ready to go. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy this lesson. See you next time.